Hello friends, now we are starting example number 17 from question number 2 miscellaneous exercise 5. Observe the condition in the given example. Quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. So here we have considered one quadrilateral which is parallelogram, and E and F are the midpoints of BC and CD. Means E is the midpoint of BC. Already here we have shown that E is the midpoint of BC and F is the midpoint of CD. So given conditions are shown in the figure. Again observe next given condition. AE and AF meets the diagonal BD at the point Q and P respectively. Means AE and AF meets the diagonal BD at point Q and P respectively. So these conditions are we have shown in the figure. Using this we have to show that P and Q trisect segment DB. So we have to prove that this P and Q trisect this segment what? DB, or we can say that BD. Now first try to understand when we can say that the point trisect the segment. Let us consider one segment here. Let us suppose that this will be say segment AB, and if I am saying that, so 2 points are there which divides this segment in 3 equal parts. So let us suppose that here one point is P and another point is what? Q. Now this point divide this segment AB in 3 equal parts. If these 3 parts are what? Equal, at that time we can say that this point P and Q trisect. Bisect, when we can say that bisect, if it divide in 2 equal parts. Trisect means it divide in 3 equal parts. So if point P and Q divide this segment in 3 equal parts, at that time we can say that this point trisect the segment. Now if the length of this part is say 1, then what will the length of this much part? Definitely 2, because 2 equal parts are there. And if the length of this part is 1, then what is the length of these 2 parts? Will be equals to 2. Means if the ratio, if we are able to prove that point P divides segment AB in the ratio 1:2 or in the ratio 2:1, at that time we can say that given point trisect the segment. So the idea is clear. When we can say that given point trisect the segment, if it divide the segment either in the ratio 1:2 or what? 2:1. Now here also we have to prove that point P and Q trisect segment DB. Means we have to prove that this point either divide this segment in the ratio 1:2 or 2:1. In such cases we can say that it trisect the given segment. So well, now first from the given condition, let us see what result we are getting here. Since we are using vector method, so let us define the position vector of all the points. So let A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar, E bar, F bar, E bar, F bar, again 2 points are there, P bar and Q bar, be the position vectors of points A, B, C, D, E, F, P and Q respectively. Just we are defined the position vectors of all the points. Now we are using given condition that E and F are the midpoint of BC and what? CD. It is given to us. So E and F are midpoints of BC and CD respectively. So therefore by midpoint formula, let us see what result we will get. So by midpoint formula. So then what is the value of E bar according to midpoint formula? E bar is equal to B bar plus C bar upon 2. So E bar is equal to B bar plus C bar upon 2. So which implies that twice E bar, take 2 on this side, twice E bar is equal to B bar plus C bar. Let us denote it by equation number 2. Again F is the midpoint of what? CD. Means what is the value of F bar? And F bar is equals to C bar plus D bar upon 2. C bar plus D bar upon 2, which implies that twice F bar, take 2 on this side, twice F bar is equal to C bar plus D bar. Let us denote it say by equation number 2. So using the midpoint formula we have got here 2 equations. Now we are using the condition that this quadrilateral is what? Parallelogram. So since quadrilateral ABCD is parallelogram, and since the quadrilateral is parallelogram means opposite sides are what? Equal and parallel, means in terms of vector we can say that AB bar is equal to what? DC bar. These two vectors are equal because their magnitudes are equal, because these are the opposite sides of parallelogram, and even they are parallel means directions are same. That's why we can say that these two vectors are equal. So therefore if you want give a reason, opposite sides of parallelogram. Now AB bar in terms of position vector can be written as B bar minus A bar, and DC bar can be written as C bar minus D bar. Let us denote it say by equation number 3. Now here we have got three equation first, equation second and equation third. We have to solve these three equation in such a way that we will get our required result. Now first let us try to show that point Q trisect segment DB, means which 4 points are there in this segment AE and in segment BD, A bar, E bar, B bar and D bar. Means now observe here E bar appears because we are first we are trying to find out position vector of point Q, and we will try to prove that this AE and BD trisect each other. This point Q trisect which segment BD, but Q is the point of intersection of what? AE and BD, isn't it? So we are considering two vectors. Which two vector? AE and AE bar and BD bar. AE bar and what? BD bar. AE bar means what? E bar minus A bar, and BD bar means what? D bar minus B bar. Means observe that we will require A bar, E bar, B bar, D bar. Now here observe this equation. Again, which segment we have considered? AE and BD, means A bar, E bar, B bar and D bar. These are required vectors in our expression to get our required result. So here AE bar appears, B bar, C bar is also there, and in this equation B bar, A bar, C bar, D bar are there. Now A bar is required term, so we will require A bar, even we will require B bar also, we will require D bar also. Again here E bar is required term, B bar is also required term, means which vector does not appears in our required result? C bar does not appears, isn't it? So hope you are getting it. Our result is related with which two segment? AE and BD. So if you will observe these segments, which vectors are required? In case of AE bar we will require A bar, E bar. In case of BD bar we will require B bar, D bar. Means which vector does not required? C bar does not required in our required result. So we have to solve these two equation in such a way that C bar will get cancelled. So to get C bar cancel, here its coefficient is +1, here also its coefficient is +1. To cancel C bar we have to take the subtraction of these two equations. So we are subtracting, so subtract equation number third from first. We get, let us see what we'll get. On this side we will get 2E bar minus B bar minus A bar, 2E bar minus B bar minus A bar is equals to, and on this side B bar plus C bar, keep it as it is, minus C bar minus D bar. Just simply we have taken the subtraction of these two equations. So on this side 2E bar, keep it as it is, minus into B bar is minus B bar, minus into minus A bar is plus A bar, and on this side this B bar, keep it as it is, plus C bar, and minus into C bar means minus C bar will get cancelled. Remaining term is minus into minus means plus D bar. Now here minus B bar on this side will become what? Plus B bar. So 2E bar, keep it as it is. Now one vector is what? AE bar, means on one side collect the terms of A bar and E bar, and on another side collect the terms of B bar and what? D bar. So here already 2E bar is there, so we will require A bar on this side. So keep A bar is already on the left hand side. So minus B bar on this side will become plus B bar. B bar plus B bar will become 2B bar plus D bar, keep it as it is, isn't it? Just we have collected the terms of A bar, E bar on one side and B bar and D bar on another side. So now we are dividing both side by what? 3. So 2b bar plus d bar, keep it as it is. So I am dividing both side by 3, but 3 can be written as what? 2 plus 1 also. So 2 plus 1 on this side also we are writing 3 as what? 2 plus 1. So just we are dividing both side by 3, but 3 can be written as what? 2 plus 1. Why we are writing it in this form? Just to arrange the term in the form of section formula, so that applying section formula we are able to get our required result. Now observe this expression. After cancelling C, expression is in terms of what? A bar, E bar, B bar, D bar, A bar, E bar, B bar and D bar. Getting it? So now we have cancelled what? C bar, which is not required. So now these two vector quantities are what? Equal. And let us suppose that its value is equal to what? Q bar. Why we are saying that the value is Q bar? Because these two segments A and BD intersect at which point? Q. So where Q bar is position vector of point Q, where Q bar is nothing but position vector of point Q. Now our question is related with what? Q and BD. We have to prove that this Q trisect this BD or DB, isn't it? So now that's why we are considering this much part also, this much part only. So therefore Q bar is equal to 2B bar plus D bar upon 2 plus 1. Now if you'll observe, only we are considering these two terms here, okay, because our required result is with Q and segment BD. So we are deleting this much part. Now here observe that terms are in the form of section formula. So that's why we can say that by section formula point Q divides with segment DB, in which ratio? 2:1. So therefore by section formula we can say that point Q divides with segment DB in the ratio in which ratio? 2:1. 2:1. And already we have seen that if the ratio is how much? If the ratio is 1:2 or ratio is 2:1, at that time we can say that point what? Trisect. So that's why we can say that. So therefore point Q trisect segment. Which segment? Segment DB. So therefore it trisects segment DB. Means in this way we have completed one part of this example. We have proved that point Q trisect what? DB. Now using same method we will try to show that point P also what? Trisect DB. Now we will solve equation number 2 and equation number 3. Observe these two equations. Now our example is related with what? Point P. It is the point of intersection of AF and BD. So now AF and BD means we will require A bar, F bar, B bar and D bar. Means here also it does not require what? C bar. So we have to solve these two equations, second and third, in such a way that C will get cancelled. So here also coefficient of C bar is +1. Here also coefficient of C bar is what? +1. Means definitely we have to take the subtraction. So we are subtracting. This is our one result. So subtract equation 3 from equation 2. Let us see what we'll get. On this side 2F bar, keep it as it is, 2F bar minus what? B bar minus A bar is equal to, and on the right hand side C bar plus D bar, keep it as it is, minus what? C bar minus D bar. So on this side 2F bar, keep it as it is, minus into B bar is minus B bar, minus into minus plus A bar is equal to, here plus C bar and minus C bar will get cancelled, and D bar minus into minus plus D bar means 2D bar. So here 2F bar, keep it as it is. So one segment is AF. So collect the terms of AF, A bar and F bar on one side. Already term of A bar is on this side. So now, so this 2D bar, keep it as it is, minus B bar on this side will become plus B bar. Write down this first term as it is, this second term also as it is. Just to arrange the term in the form of section formula, we are dividing both sides by 3, but this 3 can be written as what? 2 plus 1. These two vector quantities are equal, which DB means BD and AF, and already it is given to us that BD and AF intersect at which point? P. So that's why we are denoting this vector by P bar, where P bar is position vector of point P. Now if you are observing this value, so this implies that P bar is equal to 2D bar plus B bar upon 2 plus 1. Now the terms are exactly in the form of what? Section formula. According to section formula, what we can say that point P divides segment BD or DB. DB, if I am saying that DB, then ratio will be 1:2. So therefore by section formula, what result we are getting? Point P divides segment DB in the ratio. In which ratio? DB means in the ratio 1:2. 1:2. And if the segment divides, or if the point divides the segment in the ratio 1:2, at that time what we can say that that point trisect the segment. So this implies that point P trisect segment, which segment? DB. And that is the question which we have to prove. Hope the idea about how to show that the point trisect the segment is clear. If the point divides the given segment in the ratio 1:2 or 2:1, at that time we can say that point trisect the given segment. In this way we have got both the result. Point P also trisect the segment DB and point Q also trisect the segment DB. Now see the example number 18. In this example, in triangle ABC, it is given to us that whose orthocenter is P and circumcenter is Q. So P is orthocenter and Q is the circumcenter. Using this, we have to show that PA bar plus PC bar plus PB bar is equal to twice PQ bar. So well, let us try to prove this result. Now here orthocenter is denoted by P and circumcenter by Q. Orthocenter means it is the point of intersection of altitude, and circumcenter means it is the point of intersection of perpendicular bisectors of sides of a triangle. Now let us denote the centroid of the triangle by G, and let G be the centroid of triangle ABC. Now since we are using vector method, so first define the position vector. So how many points are there? A, B, C, P, Q and G. So let A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar, sorry not D bar, P bar, Q bar and G bar be the position vectors of points A, B, C, P, Q and G respectively. Now try to understand respectively with respect to. Now with respect to which point we have to define this position vector. If you will observe required result here, PA bar, PC bar, PB bar, PQ bar, means all these vectors are defined with respect to which point? P. So that's why we are defining these are the position vector of this point with respect to which point? P. Means in short, A bar is the position vector of point A with respect to P, means A bar is the value of what? PA bar. B bar is the value of what? PB bar. C bar means what? PC bar. In the same way, P bar means what? PP bar. Getting it? PP bar. Q bar means what? PQ bar. And G bar means what? PG bar. We are defining this position vector with respect to which point? P, because result is in that form. Okay. Now by centroid formula, let us see what result we will get. By centroid formula, G bar will be equals to A bar plus B bar plus C bar upon 3. Let us denote here it by equation number first. One important result which we have to use in this example, which we have studied in your earlier classes. Observe that result. So we know that So in a triangle, see, in a triangle somewhere we will get what? Circumcenter. Circumcenter is denoted here by what? Q. Somewhere we will get what? Orthocenter. Orthocenter, here it is denoted by P. And somewhere we will get what? Centroid. Centroid we have denoted by what? G. Always remember that this centroid always divide the segment joining circumcenter and orthocenter. So try to understand. Circumcenter means it start with what? C. Orthocenter start with what? O. So which alphabet comes first? C. So first write down C. C means what? Circumcenter. But circumcenter here it is denoted by Q. Then write down orthocenter. Orthocenter is denoted here by what? P. Instead of O it is denoted by P. And remember that centroid divide the segment joining circumcenter and orthocenter in which ratio? 1:2. So it is also easily we are able to remember ratio is also what? 1:2 or 2:1. Whenever the number system start, it start with what? 1, 2. So that's why remember 1:2. First write down 1, then write down 2. Here first write down circumcenter, then write down orthocenter, and in middle write down what? G. That's G means what? Centroid. Okay. So we know that centroid divides segment joining circumcenter and orthocenter in the ratio 1:2. So therefore bisection formula, let us see what result we will get here. G bar will be equals to 1 into P bar means P bar plus 2 into Q bar means 2Q bar upon 1 plus 2, isn't it? Just we are applied section formula here. Now we are replacing G bar by its value. What is the value of G bar here? A bar plus B bar plus C bar upon 3, and on this side P bar plus 2Q bar upon 1 plus 2 is 3. This value we are substituting from equation number first. 3 and 3 on both sides will get what? Cancel. So write down the remaining term. A bar plus B bar plus C bar is equal to P bar plus 2Q bar. Now try to understand the very important condition. What is A bar? A bar is the position vector of point A with respect to P. With respect to which point? P. A bar is position vector of point A with respect to P, means A bar is value of what? P A bar. So here A bar means what? P A bar. B bar means what? PB bar. And C bar means what? PC bar. P bar means what? PP bar. Means P bar is the position vector of which point? P with respect to P, plus to keep it as it is Q. Q is the position vector of point Q with respect to P, means Q bar is nothing but PQ bar. Now PP bar means let this will be say point P, and we are defining its position vector what? Let us suppose that A bar. A bar is position vector of what? Point A with respect to P, means PA bar is equal to A bar. But PP bar means what? Position vector of point P with respect to itself, means what is its magnitude? Its magnitude is 0. That's why here we can say that PP bar is 0 vector. So this implies that PA bar plus PB bar plus PC bar is equal to twice PQ bar. And here give the reason that PP bar is 0 vector. Because its magnitude is 0, that's why we can say that it is 0 vector, and check whether it is our required result. In this way, we have got our required result that PA bar plus PB bar plus PC bar is equal to twice PQ bar. This completes the proof of this example. Now let us try to solve the example number 19. Method to solve the example number 18 and 19 is exactly same. So in this case also P is the orthocenter, Q is the circumcenter, and G is the centroid. So here P is the orthocenter, Q is the circumcenter, and G is what? Centroid. Centroid of this triangle ABCD is given to us. So let us define the position vector of all these points. Let A bar, B bar, C bar, P bar, Q bar, G bar be the position vector of all these points with respect to. Now that is the very important part. We have to define the position vector with respect to which point. If you will observe the last example here, PA bar, PB bar, PC bar, such type of term appears. That's why we have defined the position vector with respect to which point? P. But in this example, Q P bar, Q G bar, such type of term appears. That's why we have to define the position vector with respect to which point? With respect to point Q. So here we are defining position vector with respect to point Q. So here in our required result G means what? Centroid. Centroid appears, so not necessary to write down here centroid formula. So now already we have seen one important result, that centroid divide the segment joining circumcenter and orthocenter in the ratio 1:2. That centroid divide the segment joining circumcenter and orthocenter in the ratio 1:2. So by section formula, what we will get? G bar is equal to 1 P bar plus 2 Q bar upon 1 plus 2. Already we have written this result. This result also we have used, or this method we have used in the last example also. So now 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 will get multiplied on this side. So on this side we will get 3 G bar is equal to P bar plus 2 Q bar. Now we are substituting the value. 3, keep it as it is. What is G bar? G bar is the position vector of point G with respect to Q. Means G bar is Q G bar. Where P bar, what is P bar? Position vector of point P with respect to Q. Means P bar is Q P bar. Plus twice Q bar is what? Position vector of point Q with respect to itself, with respect to Q. Means Q bar is Q Q bar. So therefore 3 Q G bar, keep it as it is, plus Q P bar also as it is. Plus 2 into it is 0 vector. Here give the reason that Q bar is 0 vector. So not necessary to write down 0 vector because its magnitude is 0. So on this side remaining term is what? QP bar. So this implies that QP bar is equals to, what is the remaining term on this side? 3QG bar. And this is the result which we have to prove here. In this way we have got our required result, that QP bar is equal to 3 times QG bar. So remember that in example number 18 and 19 you should have to remember this condition, that centroid of a triangle divides the segment joining circumcenter and orthocenter in the ratio 1:2.